first baseline out of bounds basketball play that we are looking at is called the Davidson Box. Okay. So for this play, obviously we're lined up in a box. And like I said, this play is going to result in a quick and easy layup for our team. So we're not just focused on getting the ball in bounds, although it does achieve that as well. We're also focused on getting the ball in bounds and scoring a quick and easy basket from the baseline out of bounds play. Okay, so this is a play that they run at Davidson pretty frequently, to be quite honest. So, we're going to take a look at that and just, show you guys how we can run it. Okay, so like I said, we are in a box here to start. Okay, now what we're going to do when we're in this box is we're going to have our 5 right here. And in this particular play, our 3, both players are going to post up with their arm extended, to the half court line to try to get the ball in from a lob. So we want to kind of lob it into the long arms of number 5, who should probably be our post player, right? Or get it into the hands of number 3. Okay, but let's just focus on this one and getting it onto the ball side. So we're going to get it into the hands of number 5. Okay, now as that is happening, okay, these players here on the box, number 4 and number 2, they're going to sprint wide, okay, to, potentially maybe get a 3-point shot here, although we don't anticipate that's going to happen. So then our number 5 and our number 3, you have a little bit more room to kind of extend your arms a little bit and get the ball there on the post, okay? So in this particular situation, let's try to get the ball into number 5. Now, when number 5 is thrown the basketball, they're also going to back up. So as you can imagine right now, they're sealing, they have their arm, like I said, toward that half court line. So when we lob it into them, we're going to have them, move back to about probably the elbow. So let's see if we can lob it in, right? Their defender is back here defending the basket, obviously. So we have a little bit of room to catch around the elbow, okay? As that is happening, the post player, or the player that we have down here, is going to sprint to the 3-point line of the other side of the floor. Okay, so again, that's the opposite side of the basketball. Now, what we're going to have right now is 2 stagger screens being set. So number 5 is going to dribble, toward this way because they want to get a dribble handoff here to number 4. So number 3 then is going to go set a screen for number 4, right? And this is a stagger screen, right? Maybe we'll get that screen to, be set a little bit further back here. Maybe, we're going to meet halfway, right? So number 4 is coming off that screen. And then number 5, right, is going to dribble handoff here to number 4, right? They're going to meet halfway. And then there's another screen. So 5 passes the ball to number 4, right? And then number 5 screens afterwards, obviously, as we do in our dribble handoff action. Okay. Now, before we move on any further, we have to understand that number 1 right now, they're going to just float around right here after they pass the ball in bounds. Okay. And what's going to happen then is number 3, after they set that first screen, they're going to cut to the basket. Number 1 is going to sprint up here and meet number 3. Number 3 is going to cut to the basket and plant. Number 4 is coming off that dribble handoff from number 5, right? Number 4 is coming off that dribble handoff. You're going to have number 3 here wide open. So we're going to feed number 3 the basketball, and number 3 should have a wide open layup there for a basket. Okay, so let's take a look at it again. Let's reset, okay, now that we can kind of explain it a little bit less, okay? Let's put 1 back out of bounds. Okay, we have number 4 over here. Okay, so we're going to try to get the ball into one of these players right here. So number 5 is going to push off and receive the basketball. As that happens, number 3 is going to sprint up here. Now, as that's happening, we have a screen being set right about right here for number 4. Okay, number 1 is going to step in bounds. Number 5 is going to dribble handoff here to meet number 4. Right, so we're going to get that dribble handoff and screen. Number 5 is going to screen after the dribble handoff. As that is happening, number 1 is going to come up here and set a screen for number 3. Number 3 is cutting to the basket. Number 4 is coming off that dribble handoff with the basketball. They're going to feed the ball into number 3. Honestly, that's a little bit too early. We'll probably have number 3, kind of set around right here. Right, then we'll feed them the basketball, and number 3 will have a wide open layup. Hold on one quick second, coaches. Before you go anywhere, I've got a couple free resources waiting for you from the Basketball Coaches Academy that'll take your practices and take your teams to the next level. First off, grab your complete guide to the continuous motion offense, which breaks down exactly how to teach your players to play the game, not just run plays. You'll learn what continuous motion offense really means, proven drills to build it, and how to run a motion offense continuously. We have lots of different things in this guide. We have video demonstrations, we have diagrams, we have descriptions, everything that you would need. If you want your athletes to develop real basketball IQ, this is the starting point. The second item that I have for you is the 5 must-have out-of-bounds plays for all ages. These are game-tested sets that you can run with youth or high school teams. We have baseline out-of-bounds, we have sideline out-of-bounds, all free for you. They're simple to teach, tough to guard, and each play includes clear diagrams and coaching points so your team stops wasting possessions. And lastly, I have the practice plan template. This printable practice plan template is the exact layout that I use to organize and plan every practice session. So you can plug in your warm-ups, skill blocks, team drills, and scrimmage notes so you can walk into every gym with a clear plan and zero guesswork. So I have these 3 free items for you. You can claim them using the link in the description. They'll be sent to you right away. Enjoy. So for this play used by the Golden State Warriors, the focus is to get the ball inbounds and then go into a dribble handoff to get somebody else on the team open. So this is how it's going to start. We're going to have number 5 here, and they're going to be the person that you want to receive the basketball. So number 5 is going to start right now by setting a screen for number 3 around the 3-point line. You might even be able to move them back a little bit. It depends how old your team is. So number 3 is coming off that screen, and they're going to look for the ball under the rim for a wide open layup. Are they going to get that? Most likely not. You never know. You might get that opportunity. You might get that option down low, but chances are it's not going to be there. So we're just going to then have number 3 clear out a little bit and fill into a new spot. What number 5 is going to do after that screen is being set is they're going to pop either outside the 3-point line. If you're a younger team, you can maybe set this up a little bit closer. But let's just say around here. So we're going to get the ball into number 5. So for number 5, you're probably going to want that to be a taller player. Maybe, you're 5, obviously on the floor, your center position player, somebody who can, you can kind of lob the ball into. And what's going to happen then is number 2 and number 5 are going to meet for a dribble handoff. And after that dribble handoff, number 5 is setting a screen for number 2, and number 2 is coming off of that dribble handoff, and number 5 is rolling. So we now have a dribble handoff pick and roll. Now you can use number 4 and number 3 in different ways. If you want to have number 3 here in the dunker spot, just in case we get, a double team here for one of these players, that's fine. Or if you want to have number 3 clear out for a 3-point shot, that's okay too. But overall, you do have multiple options here, and the goal is to get the ball inbounds for that dribble handoff pick and roll. Let's watch the Golden State Warriors run this in action.